From Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill here today, Trevor Rogers. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, first pitch coming up. Jarren Duran getting ready to hit. And we're underway in Baltimore.
12:05.
Out towards right center field. Tavares takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Center fielder, Sagan Rafaela.
Rafaela measures 5 feet 10 inches, 25 years old, and he's a native of Curacao.
Down, ball.
Just underway from Baltimore. Foul ball there. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's ball four.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Yeah.
Yoshida wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. The lefty, the 1-0. Fought off foul. Rafaela at first, one gone. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll circle the bases and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 2-0. Ball one, no strikes.
Ball, that's high.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Wilyer Abreu in the box now. Takes strike one. Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. Fires to second, almost got him, but he scrambles back safely. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
That's a ball.
That's outside.
That's a
Two
ball.
balls, two strikes.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 away.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Struck him out swinging. They limit the damage here. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Garrett Crochet. Lots of punch outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh, yeah. Ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Foul ball. 0-1. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Ball.
Red Sox already leading. On the ground right side. Contreras takes it himself, and the home first
Batting
moving along
third,
quickly today. 2 gone. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Hey,
Swing and a ground ball. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. Second inning set to go. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. Late swing, foul to the left. 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Henderson under it. Takes it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
No, that's high. Ball, that's outside.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ball.
Man at second. Off the catcher and rolls away. No advance, though. Two-0. Inside, just missed. And that's through there for a strike. 3-1. That's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And ball four, two aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 2 outs. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch kicks away. But all the runners hold. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Bottom of the second. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
That one ripped, but foul. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Dylan Beavers.
Ball outside.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Ball.
Here's a 2-0. And misses
That's inside. That's a ball.
And that is low for ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Hey, ha!
Oh, 1 now. Swinging a foul out of play. Beavers over at first with 1 away.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Stays alive. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Beavers into scored position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. fights it off. He'll see another. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. That's in for a strike.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Back here in Baltimore, so stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
One now. And that is out of play. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red
2
Sox,
outs, base is
right
empty.
fielder,
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. On the corner for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Two down, nobody on. Good eye in that spot.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the inning. Kobe Mayo digs in now.
Mayo.
That's up. That's a ball. Hike one.
Outside low, 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And it's filled up.
Ball.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
That one outside,
No, that's out.
and it's 1-0. Popped up. Meyer in position. One away. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2.
That's the ball. That's down.
Man at first, one away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Taylor Ward.
That one off the mark.
That's the ball.
Ball 1.
That's a ball.
Mayo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out towards right center field. Rafaela on the move. He's got it. And that is the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. That misses, and that's ball 1. Foul ball there. The 1-1.
Ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman Marcelo Meyer.
That one a little bit high,
ball.
and that is ball 1. Bounce to the right. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Red Sox, third
2 down, bases
Caleb
empty.
Durbin.
And next for the Red Sox, Caleb Durbin. Red Sox leading it by 2. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, right side. Jackson over to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Bottom four. Now here's the Orioles DH. Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Good job to fight that one off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Just missed.
That's low. That's a ball.
The 1-0.
Yeah!
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Orioles. Right
One
fielder,
out man at first. Next to hit, Dylan Beavers. Walked his first time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Stays alive. Red Sox by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That's a ball.
Rutschman stands at first with 1 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Orioles. Catcher, Samuel Basallo.
Nope. Ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Slice the other way and foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Here comes a 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Three-two now. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ready now for the fifth inning. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
Hee-haw!
The 1-1. And he chases that one below the zone. Off the mark there. Ball 2. Chop to third. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Jarren Duran.
Hey! Nope, that's in.
Out towards right center field. Beavers moving under it. And there are 2 outs. Cedar Rafaela now at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a strike in there.
O2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. That one just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back here in Baltimore, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Leody Taveras getting ready to hit. There's a strike.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
No, that
you know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
For the Orioles, third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Popped up. Story under this one. And there's 2 away. Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Jeremiah Jackson.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
The 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, number 65. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Leading off for the Red Sox, left fielder Masataka Yoshida.
Misses off the plate. Ball one.
You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Way inside. Got him looking for the strikeout. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
First baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Ball, that's up.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That's inside.
Ball, that's in.
Swings and misses at one down below the zone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
For the Red Sox,
and next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Chases in the dirt, slider there. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
In the air to left center. Yoshida on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Taylor Ward.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. And that one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 1-1. And that one moves his feet.
Hey!
The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Just missed.
Nope, ball.
And there's ball
Take
4.
your base.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Rutschman at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
He makes the grab. So now Pete Alonso at the plate. Alonso, former second-round pick out of the University of Florida. Fought off foul. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And that will end the inning. Back now at Oriole Park. Still stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer.
Ball high.
That one almost got him. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That just misses.
Outside.
Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
There's a strike. In the air to left center. Ward moving under this one. One down. One out man at first. Carlos Narvaez will hit next. 1 for 2. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Not close with that one, and the count even 1-1. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And the right-hander's 3-1. That's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
For the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Jerry Duran.
That's a ball.
Two on, one out, and now it's even up.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Meyer around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip.
Back-to-back base hits. Didn't try to do too much with it.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Albert Suarez.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Rafaela in the box, lays off for ball one.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. In the air, left field. Ward should have this one. And there's two down.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder Masataka Yoshida.
Deha.
In the dirt, fires to third, but he's back. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball.
Good job to fight that one off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Lined into right. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Contreras up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0. That is upstairs for ball one. Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 78. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Dylan Beavers digs in now. A strikeout and a walk.
Hey, ha!
The 0-2.
That's a ball. Outside, ball.
Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Catcher Daniel Basayo.
Chop to first. Contreras throws to first in time, and they get the out.
Up next.
Here's
for the
Leody
Orioles,
Taveras.
Center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Nope. Ball.
To third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Ball.
So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because,
Ball.
what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. The 2-1. And that's too high. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
For the Red Sox,
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. That one pushed foul.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
It's softly on the ground to third. Mayo gets it to first, and the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore, leading off Kobe Mayo.
Third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
This one in the air center field. Rafaela has a beat on it. 1 up, 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Jackson.
And it's fouled away. Inside, almost got him. That one fouled off. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it remains 2-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away now. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Zach Kelly. He last pitched 2 days ago. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike. That one
Ball
misses, and the count is 1-1.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. To first, and the Orioles set down in order. Back now at Oriole Park. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Toss to Alonso. Now one gone in the ninth.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Jarren Duran.
Oh, yeah.
The Red Sox up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Late that time, and it's strike two. That one lifted to left. Ward coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two down. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Right through there for a strike. Up the middle. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Hey.
Sliced hard but foul. Rafaela, the runner at first with two gone. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one in the air. Alonso settles underneath it, and that's the third out. Back here in Baltimore, bottom nine. Taylor Ward now at the plate.
Hard one.
Swinging a foul straight back. Looked like it was a little bit up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That's a ball.
Out to short. Story fires to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Designated hitter,
Right through there for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a drive deep right field. Gone into the flag court. The 2-run shot, and they cut into the deficit. Here's Pete Alonso. That one not close. And that's ball one. In the air, right field. Abreu settles under this one. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Outside. That's a ball.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Wood.
Next one is off the plate, and that's ball three. There's a strike. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
And that's an 8-pitch walk. He really made the pitcher work for that one.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Basallo, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball.
2 runs across in the inning. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And now 1 and 2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles down to their final out. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Garrett Whitlock. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Now pitching for Boston, number 22, Garrett Whitlock.
That's the ball down.
That's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Mayo swings through it for strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball. This could end it.
Ball. Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. All Red Sox in this one. Got him. That's the ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.